I've been thinking about making a tiramisu themed layer up cake. And now I don't have to think about it anymore because I'm gonna make it. Yes! So I have 3 8-inch round vanilla cakes, and there's a little bit of a surprise in the cake. There is some espresso grinds in the cake batter. Level and layer as usual. Since this is a tiramisu cake, I have made coffee simple syrup, one of my favorites.
The glasses are helping this perfect brown palette.
I know, I look like a cup of coffee. I like this. I am going to flavor this buttercream with coffee concentrate. I actually did something different for my coffee concentrate this time. It's instant coffee in here, and then I poured in some hot coffee. I normally just pour in hot water, but I had extra hot coffee that I used for making my coffee simple syrup. So this is the concentrate. It's completely cooled. It's really thick and condensed. And the buttercream I'm flavoring is my rich buttercream. I do need to use a whisk. I find that when I flavor buttercream with something this liquidy, a whisk really helps. Mission accomplished. I'm going to put this aside and move on and make our tiramisu filling for this cake. So when I think of tiramisu, I of course think of mascarpone, which is a cheese, see that? And it tastes really good in desserts. This is probably the most infamous dessert with mascarpone in it, and what I'm going to do is make like a cream filling for the cake using this cheese. So it's just 4 simple ingredients. This is a pound of mascarpone, which is like the size it comes in the tub. This is 1.5 cups of icing sugar. This is 1 cup of whipping cream. And then I have a teaspoon of vanilla. You can use vanilla bean if you want. Yeah, and that's it. I'm gonna whip this all together. I was gonna say it's similar to cream cheese frosting, except there's no butter. There's cream instead. And this is partially what's going to fill this delicious cake. At this point, I can put the vanilla in too. And then I'm gonna put it back on. Start slow or you'll wear it. The side of the bowl. I am gonna turn it down a little. Just gonna pour the cream in. I don't wanna overdo it and split it, but this looks good. See how I have a bit of a peak? Of course, this is a much softer filling than I usually use in my cakes. It's gonna be way softer than buttercream, but this is the perfect consistency. So the first thing I wanna do is, oh, I'm nervous. It's hard to explain why I'm nervous, but I will in a moment. This is chocolate Swiss meringue buttercream. I am going to use it to pipe a fence. Now I know there isn't usually chocolate per se in tiramisu, but I do think of cocoa on top. And I'm also gonna be using this chocolate buttercream in the finish of this cake. This layer is going to have coffee buttercream. I'm building this cake right on the stand because of how I wanna finish it. I'm happy that this cake stand has no lip because it's gonna make my life easier when I get to that point. Woo! Okay, so the fence is chilled, so now I'm going to add, this is terrifying. This is I'm so terrified. I don't know how to begin to tell you. What I want to do now is take these lady fingers, which you can see on their own are just like dry. Listen.
Very dry.
Yeah, so they need to be dipped. I don't want to dip it for too long because you saw how dry these are. It's like a little sponge. Now I have to pipe a fence on my fence and chill it for a moment. Yeah, a fence on my fence. And now I have these little, they're almost like really mini chocolate chips, but they're good quality semi-sweet chocolate. Thought I'd do a little sprinkle. Yes, I love this. They're so small though, melt in your hand. Okay, so now I need to add more of this cream, which is very soft and worrisome. All the nooks and crannies. I love saying nooks and crannies. Did you know that, Eli?
Like nook makes sense to me, but I've never looked at something and be like, can you tuck it into that little cranny over there?
It's true. Why are they always together? Who says nook wants to hang around cranny? Woo, this is petrifying. I need to specify. Yes, look at you. So we're going back with the coffee buttercream. Coffee layer on, coffee smoothing, cream again. I think I should have put less whipped cream in my cream. Oh. Last layer. Even the layers are so soft because it's been taking so long to build and they're very soaked. Please. Ooh, this was scary. Okay, so I will chill this beauty and then it's a crown coat. Okay, so now I can pop this in the fridge to chill. Look at that little dip. I don't know why I even care, you won't see it. I've decided to surround the sides of this tiramisu cake with a terrazzo pattern. I'm going to be using the rich buttercream that I have, coffee buttercream, and chocolate buttercream. And what I need to do is spread each flavor of buttercream out onto a silicone mat, nice and smooth, and then I'm gonna pop each tray in the fridge to completely chill. Okay, here we go. So I have my chilled buttercream here. This is the rich buttercream. I'm going to break it into pieces. Yeah. Just random pieces, big, small. I don't want to hold it for too long, obviously. It's still buttercream. I'm planning to add some fun toppings to the top of this cake, but to fill the bulk of it, I've decided to just chop some ladyfingers. I need to measure the circumference of this cake and then cut a piece of acetate that's a little bit bigger. Oh, it doesn't look that long. Okay, so I'm going to spread these pieces out, knowing that I also want to layer on the chocolate buttercream and the coffee buttercream. Woo! So now what I need to do is spread this beautiful brown sugar buttercream on top of this. In a perfect world, I would freeze this before this part, but I only have a tiny chest freezer and this won't fit in it. Here I am, gambling. You know, my favorite thing to do, gamble in the world of cake. I'm in a terrifying place right now. Now, I had put some clean paper towel around the cake just to absorb any extra condensation because the cake is cold and I need this buttercream to stick to this buttercream. I got one side up, got another side up. Oh my God, this is the most terrifying thing I've ever done. Oh my goodness. There's buttercream on my Apple Watch. There's all kinds of things happening. Just need it to smooth to the cake. Okay. I am scared, but I'm gonna do this. So I'm gonna rip. I'm going to peel away this acetate. Or I think I am. This looks like the outside of the Flintstones house right now. I wanted to have some coffee grinds in this too. I'm gonna scrape and it won't stay, so. No, I'm losing it. It's not cold enough. I don't know what to do because the more I go around, the more they blend, and that isn't what I was going for. So I'm gonna try and smooth this one more time. And if I don't like it, I'm gonna use another approach. Okay, so I'm gonna dab on each color individually. Oh my gosh, I can't wait to taste this cake. I just realized that I get to taste it. I feel better now. I don't need you, terrazzo. Whatever. I love how this looks. See this area right here? Guys, this is it, okay? This is what's gonna work. I'm talking to the buttercreams. It's almost time to eat cake. I'm going to fill the top of this cake with ladyfingers. Now, I know that the ladyfingers in tiramisu are soaked with coffee, but it's just gonna be a soggy mess if I do that. So next I'm gonna add some cocoa powder. Some of these chocolate curls here and there on the top. Look at it. This looks so good. Mmm. 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 This is so good. I wanted a crunchy piece. I'll see you next week. I'll still be eating this cake. So have a great day. Mmm. Mmm. Mmm.